Back again for more patch notes of League of Legends. So today is not only the day we are reading the patch notes. No. It is also yours truly birthday. So I'm finally 20. Finally got out of my teens and still playing League. Hooray! Anyway, we have like fucking 30-year-olds playing League, so it doesn't even matter. Let's keep going. Wait, is that Wiggins? Oh no, it's not Wiggins. Okay. Anyway, welcome to 8.11. Jesus Christ. Part of our continuing series of role tweaks. 8.9 was mages. 8.10 saw the nerfing, that's what that should say, of the jungle. This time around, we're swinging the bot lane, baby. I thought this was going to be a short one, but no. It's going to be a big one. 8.11. Oh, I'm going to have a fucking field day with this one. Right on my birthday, too. They have to nerf my role. 8.11 brings a bunch of changes to marksmen's items and runes, as well as base stats, which is nerfed, and shifts across the roster. We're opening the door for non-crit builds by nerfing crit builds to shine by adding or reworking new tools for spell slingers, buffing them, and lane bullies alike. And by reining in lane sustain, big nerf, to make early aggression a more effective path to victory, Draven. Many of these options should be pretty appealing to AD fighters and assassins, Lucian Draven, as well. So make sure to check the changes out regardless of your lane preference. Bullshit. We also got some follow-ups tuning to the last patch's nerf on the jungle. We're seeing teams adjust to Rift Scuttler being the only thing mid laners want now in the early game. Okay, no one cares. Oh, and Pyke's here. Gucci. Patch highlights, no one cares. Pyke, the Blood Harbor Ripper. Look at that. Look at that sexy man, dude. Look at all those chroma. I'm gonna have to get my wallet. But anyway, Pyke. I see him. I'm basically along the ride with everyone else that has a brain in this game. They're gonna make him either very feast, very famine, or very not good at all. So what's surprising was I saw him being played more as a jungle than a support. So I'm pretty sure he's either gonna get nerfed or buffed somehow. There's no way he's fine at how he is. I'm just pretty sure there's no way. But if he is a support, how he is, I want to play him. I don't want to play with him because he's gonna KS me pre-6. So he has a pretty cool alt skin, but he seems like a person that wouldn't get that many skins. Because I mean, look at Talia. She hasn't like had any, or Aurelion, for fuck's sake. I'm waiting for Candy King. But anyway, Pyke. I mean, he looks pretty fun. Is he good? I don't think so personally, but we'll see. I like that he just kills. I like killing. And he can't build health. Anyway, onward from that. That kind of has to do with bot lane, which is my specialty, but not too much. Anivia, the fucking cryo... I was going to say a bad word. Bird. I'm trying to be a little more ninja-esque. No cursing. Or a little bit of cursing. I'm just trying to... Okay, whatever. Anivia, Q cooldown decreased at early ranks. Q damage ratio increased. Okay. Actually, how much? 2 seconds is pretty big. And 0.45 is pretty good. Oh, it applies on both, so they're essentially doubling it for both. Okay. Or not doubling it, my bad. Like applying it twice. Huh. That's actually pretty good. Anivia, why is she... I don't think she's in a strong spot right now, because... Pre-6, she doesn't really push the lane, and this is the fucking crab meta where you need to push the lane. So, that's good. She has a little bit more damage, a little less cooldown. Not really the biggest of increases, but it's something. I think Anivia's alright, though. She's not too bad. Graves. Okay, what do I think of Graves? I think Graves is bad. Why? He gets overshadowed by other junglers, and he was nerfed, so he only gains armor. So he's bad against AP. What did they do? They decreased his AD... and made his ult greater... Wait, what? Wait a minute. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, this makes no sense. Our cooldown decreased at early ranks, but it goes from 110 to 120 and 85 to 90. It's being increased. How's it... Oh. Okay, but they're nerfing Graves. I guess it's because he's an AD, so... Dialing back his early dueling. Oh, maybe. Actually, I don't know how junglers are doing since the crab, like, rework, because I've been playing other games, like Smite. I've gone back into Smite, but... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's OP with the crab now, because he has a pretty good, like, early crab clear, I guess. I don't know. Kha'Zix. From what I can tell about Graves, if Graves is doing good, Kha'Zix should be doing good. So I'm assuming a lot of nerfs. Let me see. Okay, they're actually decreasing his cooldown instead of increasing like they did up here. Decrease stealth. Okay, that's a nerf. Evolved stealth duration increase. Evolved casts. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. Wait, they're giving him an extra one. No longer passively grants stealth or movement speed when entering the bush. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's actually a big ass nerf. That doesn't passively give you stealth. I don't think people are going to be maxing this first anymore. I think it's back to the Q and the E, honestly. Because the fact that it gave you passively the ulti in every single bush was ridiculous. And now that it's gone, you're probably not going to max R anymore. So it's actually a big nerf to Kha'Zix. Because that was very good for Kha'Zix. You would get around the map quicker. You'd be invisible. That's OP. But yeah, that's pretty big. Wow. We'll see the Q max, the E max, or the Q evolve, E evolve, and then probably the ult evolve, like we did in previous change. Kindred. Kindred's an AD, so I'm assuming she's getting nerfed. The increase in points of Skull Crab has made it harder for Kindred to gather marks. Okay, I'm completely wrong again. Mark respawn timer. That's actually huge. That's the fact that they're lowering the respawn timer and making it spawn quicker. That's crazy. Now she can like get a lot more stacks technically. If we're like, I'm looking at it in a grand term, she get a lot more stacks. That's good, but I don't think Kindred's too good in this meta because she's too squishy. They nerfed her armor way too much, so I think she's too squishy. LeBlanc. I've been hearing a lot of problems about LeBlanc since the revert to how she was pre-rework, like they did with fucking Kog'Maw. So I'm assuming I'm going to see nerfs here. What am I seeing? LeBlanc can now Q, W, and R. What? Okay, no nerfs. I'm hearing she's OP. I don't know. Again, I only play AD. Lee Sin. Lee Sin's getting a new skin next patch, so they have to buff him this patch. What are they going to do? Energy restore and passive increased. Q, W, and E now apply cooldown. What? Wait, what? Energy restored 20, 30, 40. That's really good. Energy restored on second hit. That's really good as well. Holy shit. Q, how much longer? Time displays on icon showing. That's a pretty good quality of life thing. Cooldown reduction now applies for the duration of the reactivate. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Is that a nerf? Wait. That doesn't sound good. Cooldown reduction now also applies for the duration of the reactivation time. Oh, okay, wait. There's two ways I'm seeing this. The first way, which is the horrible way, which I don't think they're doing, but if they are, this is stupid. Where, you know how you have, like, let's say you Q, right? I don't know if this is actually how it is. I don't play Lee Sin. We have to go to the Lee God Hunter. But when you Q on Lee Sin, let's say you have 5 seconds to make your second Q. If the cooldown reduction applies how I originally thought, it would be like, instead of 5, you have 3 seconds if you had like max cooldown, which would mean you have less. But what I think it means is once you do the first part of the Q, the Q in general just starts going on cooldown even before you use the second proc of it. So essentially it's just really lower cooldown. That's hella good if it's like that. So they're basically doing that with everything, which would be a huge buff. Very big buff. That's really good. That's shaving off like maybe 4 or 5 seconds, I think. But again, I don't know. I'm a lead player. I'm a AD player. But that sounds extremely good. Holy shit. Again, he's getting a skin, so they kind of have to. They want to make money. And Lee Sin's one of their biggest fucking earners, because everyone has a Lee skin that they want. Anyway, Rakan. What do I think about Rakan? I've heard he's one of the most ridiculous supports right now. If you want to ask me why, I don't know. I guess it's because of his engage power. But I think Soraka's pretty ridiculous. I understand why she's OP too. So we're going to probably see a nerf to the support shit. Or Soraka, we'll see. So what they do to Rakan? Yeah, they nerfed him, okay. So Q base heal decreased. They want to give him less lane sustain, so if he does go in, he'll probably die. E base shield decreased. Again, not as safe. Fine. Gucci. I like that. I think Rakan's fucking ridiculous. Talia. Oh boy, you're probably just going to want to read this one. Even they know. Alright, let's read it. In honor of Adrian Hairline Lentulis fucking... What the fuck was that guy's name? Adrian Salonius. Okay. So Talia has a lot of strengths that are great in pro play. Yes, she fucking does. And just okay elsewhere. Like norms. She's not that good. Or ranked. A lot of that comes from Q's wave clear, so the bulk of our mechanical change focuses on that ability while tuning elsewhere. I remember what they're doing. Talia will have to work harder to shove a wave and roam so that she can take use of her fucking passive, first of all, and that her opposing laner has more room to punish these roams. We're also decreasing the terrain control she brings from her ultimate. That really doesn't matter. As long as it's bringing too much utility beyond its own roam strength. It's a fucking wall. Like, calm down, Riot. Okay, so base move speed is up. Health is up. Passive is up. Combat lockout is down, which is good. Okay, the biggest controversy I think about Talia. Q threaded volley AoE no longer deals area of effect damage. Are you kidding me? This was the problem I had with Veigar originally. When Veigar got reworked, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. Veigar, as he was in the past, was a problem. That was not unfair. That should have been reworked. Veigar now, trash. That's how it is. Trash. But basically, the problem I have with this is Talia relies on her AoE to push the lane, right? So that works out. That's good. But she also spams her other abilities too, so it's like, that kind of clears the wave as well. I guess not as well as the Q. Again, I don't play Talia. But like, the problem I have now is, while you were pushing the lane, right, you either had to choose. If your laner wasn't stupid, which usually they are, if your laner wasn't stupid, what would usually happen is, they would stay away from the wave, right? So you'd either have to Q the wave, or Q them. You couldn't do both. Unless they were in the wave. If they were in the wave, they're idiots. Because at that point, you Q the wave, they get hurt, you push the wave in, you go roam, they're low, they can't. Now, what would have been happening if the laner was good was, they stand away from the wave, so the Talia either has to commit to fighting you, or pushing the wave. Because it did AoE. Now, if you stand in the wave, she can try and push it. She has less pushing power, right? She can try and push it, not damage you at all. And there's no reason to not stay in the wave at this point, because her wave pushing isn't that good without the QAOE. And if you're outside the wave, she's going to hit you. Like, if she's going for you, she's going to hit you. If you're in the wave, unless she lands the combo where it pushes you, she's not going to hit you with the Q anymore. It's single target. That is so stupid. You can hide behind the tiniest minion, and her rocks will not hit you, which is ridiculous. Because that's the problem with Veigar. His Q only goes through 2 minions. That's like if your whole laning phase, as Lux, instead of just using E, you try to use Q to poke down your enemy. That's what Veigar has to do, which is so stupid. But at least it gives him AP for doing it. It rewards him. What is this? What is this trash? Anyway, that's just the first part alone. Like, are you... Oh, God. Okay, next. Stones and stones. Minions no longer take reduced damage. That's good, okay? They're trying to bring her wave clear, not to the fucking dumpster, but, like, somewhere. Somewhere lower. Workout. Talia no longer gains move speed when on worked ground. Great, so it's literally useless besides throwing 1 rock. And we're going to get to that right now, where if you cast Q on worked ground, it costs 1 mana. And you throw 1 rock. So you can throw 1 rock for 1 mana that does BP damage to 1 minion. But at least you could do it often. So. And they lowered the cooldown by quite a bit early, which is actually very good. But again, it doesn't matter. This is so bad. I've seen so many Talia mains complain about this, saying they're quitting League of Legends because all they can play is Talia. But they're quitting League of Legends. Fuck this stupid ass game. Riot's dumb. They're ruining the game. League is dying. Thank you. So completely ridiculous. If they did everything else besides remove the AoE, it would have been fine, I think. I think it would have been fine. And don't remove the minions no longer take reduced damage. Like, keep that in, and do everything else. Actually, that would just be a buff. Except the move speed. Actually, maybe they did. Maybe up how much damage it does to minions after the first hit. Like, that would have been so much better. I don't know. I'm not on the balancing team. Anyway, Seismic Shove, cooldown's down to, I guess, help compensate. E, the damage is less. Okay, because that was the wave clear thing as well. And the wall is down by, like, a couple seconds. It's a wall. No one cares. You can either get over it or you can't. Having the extended duration doesn't matter. You're either going to flash over it or jump over it. You're not going to sit there for 5 seconds and then get away. Like, no. Stupid. Stupid. Urgot. Okay, what do I think of Urgot? I think Urgot's fun and he's okay. He's not LCS level good, but he's fun. And he's pretty good. Collision radius decreased. Base attack speed increased. That's pretty good. Passive damage to monsters increased early. That's alright. He doesn't do too much early, so I guess that's okay. R no longer roots Urgot while he is grinding a Oh, thank the fucking good lord. So, collision radius, he is not as fat. Base attack speed, he can attack a little faster. It's actually good. He feels like a fucking slow tank, but now he'll be like a machine gun tank. Max damage to monsters. Wow, that's actually a lot. 25 to 60. That's a shit ton early. So if you're like helping your guy clear jungle, you'll help him a little bit better if they're starting red, but that's pretty cool. Or blue, depending on what side you're on. But that's pretty cool. W Purge, the old Surgeon Purge, can now be cast during other... Oh. And R, Fear Beyond Death, you're no longer rooted. These are a lot of good changes to Urgot. I think we might see some more Urgot, honestly. That's really good. I like it. Not in LCS, but in just play in general. It's pretty good. Victor. What do I feel about Victor? Victor is kind of trash. I'm not scared of Victor. What they did was they took a lot of burst out of Victor's kin, just spread it out, so he has to combo you now to kill you. And even then, it's a big what if, because he needs to hold you down with the stun. But, like, I don't know. Let's see. Well, let's see what they think, because I'm usually wrong anyway, but... the mana changes hit Victor harder, so we're looking to give him some more power back. Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't do enough. So, discharge damage. So, they're buffing his late game by a good bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's enough to probably give him a little bit more play, but nothing too crazy. This is alright. Just general buffs. General stat buffs late game. And it's late game, so it really doesn't matter. Ching Ching! Okay. Ching Ching, I think, is the god of the jungle right now. I think he's one of the best, if not the best jungler, because of how much early damage he does. So he can just dominate the crabs in any 1v1s he does in the jungle. I got that from Dom, because basically Dom is like, if you're early jungler, you win. So what'd they do? Base AD, yeah, they nerfed his base AD, okay. And Audacious Charge, this slows a little bit less. So they're actually not nerfing his damage too badly. I still think he's pretty good. I think he needs more nerfs, but that's just me. Zyra. E-root duration increase, straight CC. I think Zyra's annoying as hell. I think she does what she needs to in lane. She's like a Sona that can't heal, but like does more damage and is more fucking annoying. So I actually like Zyra. I think Zyra's in a pretty good spot. She's not like what she was when the plants only targeted fucking champions and just got you out of lane immediately. But I think it's pretty good. Especially since people are doing like, I'm gonna nuke you Soraka. I'm surprised they're not going, I'm gonna nuke you Zyra. So that's pretty good. As long as they're not giving her more damage, go right ahead, dude. Do it. Okay, now. Let me stop the music. Let me get the appropriate music for this. Oh my god. This is the appropriate music. Marksman base stat nerfs. The dominant strategy in bot lane has, over time, been to cock them. If you are a 8-0 Fed AD and you go against the tank, you will lose. if the tank is 0, 0, and 8, and you are 8, 0, 0, you are scared of them because they will beat your ass. Now let's see what Riot has done. Over time, bot lane, okay, over time becoming sustaining through lane, that's a lie. Scaling up into team fights, that's true. Between health regen and fleet footwork, they've nerfed fleet footwork into the ground for ADs. If you're an AD and you're taking that, unless you're taking it for late game, you're stupid. Because, like, it heals you so minuscule of an amount early. Unless you can really take advantage of it, like maybe Jhin at the most. It's just way more worth to take PTA, honestly. Like, it'll heal you for, like, I remember level 1, it healed me for, like, maybe 2 or 3 health. Level 1. Level, like, 5 or 6, it'll heal me for, like, maybe 10. The amount of times I need to auto with my little Doran's Blade to get to it, or just move around, I would have healed more than having the proc. Now, of course, that's different for champions, but at that point, it just encourages more, like, poking. And if you're poking, then you're going to win anyway. But I don't know. Let's see what else they say. This means aggressive bot laners, whether early game bully marksmen or supports who want to go poker all in, feel like they have no home. That is such a fucking lie. That is such horse nonsense. Whaled beluga shit. Like, are you kidding me? If you're an all in, and you could just CC, unless it's Soraka, and the Soraka standing behind AD and just healing him and shoving bananas down his face, the enemy AD is gonna die. I don't know what they're talking about. All these all-inners like Alistar, Blitzcrank, Thresh, they do so much damage. Thresh is kind of falling out of favor, yeah. But Alistar, if you get a good all-in on Alistar and there's a Draven on there, you are winning the lane and you are carrying. Fleet footwork is not gonna save them. After all the fucking nerfs it's gotten, like, oh my god. Okay, so weakening marksman sustain. I kind of agree that's a little ridiculous. Like, even I'll be the one to say, alright, maybe they should nerf it a little bit. But, like, if you want to go for a more, like, sustained lane, just nerf the damage. Like, I don't know. But anyway. Making 2v2 fighting a more successful prospect for stronger bot lane. Shifting some durability from armor into health. Okay. Should also let aggressive marks like Draven and Lucian shine a bit harder in the early game. Wait, are they changing support? The hell? Finally, we're nerfing marksman base AD by 4 and pushing that damage into their growth stat. So late game, it's going to be fine. Like late game, past level 9 is what they say. You should be Gucci. Though that might seem counterintuitive with our goals above, it means aggressive non-marksman, aka Leona and Brand, won't be chipped down by marksman basic attacks as quickly. Are you... Okay. Giving the... Oh my god. I don't know. Okay, click to expand. I'm clicking. Nothing's expanding, so I don't care. Okay, so basically, nerf, 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 nerf. Look at all these nerfs. Amazing nerfs. Yes. Thank you. Hunter's Machete compensation. Okay, so basic attack damage decreased, bonus attack speed at level 1 increased. For Yi, this is good. I like that. 8% at level 1 on top of what the jungle item will give you. If it still gives you anything, I forgot. Nocturne, nerf, but more attacks. Okay, yeah, so pretty good. Now, we're going to get to the items soon, because that's also a big contention point. But why the fuck they got to nerf ADs, man? But that's not even the biggest, like, FU. Alright, stop the fucking music. We're past the ADs. So, marksman itemization is pretty focused on marksmen who want to stand still and basic Kog'Maw. Old Kog'Maw. With Stormrazor, we're introducing an item for marksmen with longer pauses between attacks. Like who? Maybe Jhin? Maybe? Whether they're kiting or just have long auto attack cooldown. Yeah, look, Jhin. Okay. Build past BF sword, pickaxe, dagger, 725. AD is 70, attack speed is 30%. So Jin's not even taking full use out of it right now because it's giving him attack speed, which is kind of wasted. It doesn't give him that much AD. Storm's Edge, if you haven't attacked in the last 3 seconds, scaling down with attack speed. Ooh. Your next basic attack will critically strike for 160% damage. 1% per 1.5 crit strike chance. Max 200 at grand 10% move speed. Now that's actually good for the movement speed. And it's a guaranteed crit, which I guess on Jhin is good. You're going to get 2 at least guaranteed crits with your insane damage. So actually I could see this on Jhin. maybe. But, I don't know. Actually, I have to test this out. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if anything's good anymore. Like, oh my god. Like, IE. Crit, try more crit. Don't do damage, try crit. So, basically what they're doing to IE, I actually don't... I originally was like, oh my god, Riot, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. Stop it. They're like choking fucking Jinx into the ground. But I thought about it, and it kind of does make sense what they're doing. And I'm going to explain myself. Obviously, I'm going to explain myself. Crit. We're making IE into a true scaling item for marksmen. That was a lie. They would have made a true scaling item if it actually scaled. Which, okay, I'll get into it after. One which amps up the power of critical strikes, but isn't itself a critical strike item. Oh, yeah. So first of all, we got this stupid looking icon, which looks somehow uglier than the last, to me at least. Like, the sword looks so much skinnier and, like, it looks like someone peed on it. I don't know. It looks bad. The cost is going up to be one of the, if not the expensivest item in the game. So that's horrible. You're going to need 300 extra gold, which is insane. And now it's just BF Sword, gold. So essentially the AD counterpart of Rabadon's. The AD it gives is greater, so that's pretty good. There's no more crit chance, there's no more bonus crit damage, but it doubles your current crit chance. So on its own, you will never get this item first. Ever. Unless you're brain dead, you won't get this item. Unless your helmet's on too hard. Second, 15% of your crit damage is converted to true damage, right? So essentially, you have like a Vayne passive when you crit that's not based on true damage. I mean, that's not based on health, kind of. So what does this really mean, right? This means overall, I kind of did the math. I don't know if my math is right because I didn't spend too much time on it. I thought of it while playing in a league game. So my brain was all over the place. But from what I can tell, ADs who built IE and crit, their crits will do 20% less damage. That is a lot. That is a lot. So like an AD would crit for what? Like 800, we'll say, will be generous, 800. And on a tank, they might do like 200, 300. So you're losing a good bit. Like 20% of 800 would be, well, 20% of 1,000 is 200. So 800, that's 20% of 200. That's like 180. Actually, maybe that's not too much. I don't know. Anyway, you're doing less damage. You're doing 1/5 less damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. And the good part is you can shred tanks. You can shred tanks if you're an AD easier. Now, their main problem with ADs, they said, was they don't like how ADs get ahead in the game so soon with IE that IE just gives you instant crit damage and more damage for your crits. And they don't like how you can one-shot other ADs or squishies if they're behind or if they're like maybe on par. Like an AD, if they were like, if they had their crit items, they could potentially 2 to 3 shot someone. And the only person who should be realistically doing that to them is Jhin. Because Jhin only has 4 autos. So it's like regular ADs were kind of just one-shotting people like assassins, and they didn't want that. This kind of curbs that. It kind of does. It makes it so you're more effective against tanks, and you're still doing a good bit of damage against squishies, but not that much. But the most interesting part is you don't get this first. You just don't. It doesn't give you crit. So why would you want double of nothing? Like, it gives you damage, whoopee, but like there's other things that are better, I think. I don't think you'd get this first. This is definitely a scaling item, I guess. But it could have been better. It could have been better. So, Molten Edge, I don't fucking care. Essence Reaver. This is interesting. I actually like this. The ultimate power spike. Lucian is in meta again, people. Praise the Lord. I'm a cutie pie is gonna have fun. So, Essence Reaver was intended to be the alternate late game scaling item for marksmen who care more about spellcasts. However, it turned out to be once you had Essence Reaver, you also wanted IE, because if you had any crit at all, you wanted IE. So, and at that point, you also wanted a Zeal item to always crit and always do more damage. At that point, you might as well build up to 100, yes. The overall effect was a core build of forearms that didn't allow Spellslinger marksmen much choice at all. No one cares. We're reshaping Essence Reaver around a new power spike, allowing Spellcaster marksmen to double down on their spell slinging Lucian and unleash their spells in a rapid barrage. So basically, they want Lucian to just bukkake on you, and I'm going to tell you why, if you don't already know. So they're lowering the gold, which is very good. The build path is a little bit cheaper, which is pretty good. That because you don't get the crit cloak anymore. You get a sapphire crystal. That makes the initial build cheaper. So that's pretty good. It doesn't give crit. That's the important part. It does not give crit either. The only things that give crit, I'm pretty sure, are the zeal items, but we'll see. So doesn't give crit. The crits no longer restore 3% of your max mana because you don't crit with this if you just build this. Basic attacks restore 1% of missing mana. That's crazy. That's really good. And after you cast your ultimate, your next basic attack within 10 seconds grants Essence Flare for 8 seconds. So basically after you ulti, you need to basic attack as soon as you possibly can. And then that grants you attack speed, and your basics refund all your abilities by 20%. So, basically for 8 seconds, your autos will reset your cooldowns by a big amount, right? So what does this truly mean? This means Lucian's fucking busted. Lucian has the double hit passive 1, which will make it restore 2% of his missing mana per auto if it's empowered. Do more damage with it. If he ults, he will non-stop dash, which will turn into non-stop double autos, which will turn into Qs, Ws. He's basically always going to be getting move speed off you, because he's always going to have the W on you, always going to be Eing onto you, and always going to be Q. I don't know. Lucian's, I think he might be the top AD, honestly. It doesn't matter that he has PP range, because ADs aren't going to be ridiculous early once they get IE and could just, like, kill him since they have longer range or whatever. But, like, oh my god. Ezreal's going to probably use this because of the mana. Maybe. Because I think basics count now for this since you don't need the crit anymore. You'll just always be swimming in mana. And you'll get a shit ton of cooldown, too. You just spam Q like crazy. And the Q will auto-proc on itself, so it's like it'll reduce the cooldown of itself, everything else, and the Essence Flare will reduce it even more. That's crazy. I know on Yi it's ridiculous. On Yi it's crazy, because the speed of which you attack, you'll just keep resetting your Q and everything. Everything. But Yi it's not that crazy, but it's pretty crazy. But Lucian and Ezreal are like the ones I'm looking out for. So that's pretty good. I don't know what other spellcasters we have. Maybe Draven, he could keep proccing his W, his E. Maybe his Q if he really like misses it or is bad. Other than that, I don't think I know who else would take it. What other ADs are there? We have to see. It sounds like a nutty item, though. I'm definitely liking this one. It's nutty. So, Last Whisper. This is actually very good. 35% of the target's bonus to 10% of total. So that kind of is a nerf, but it's okay. Because then Last Whisper becomes a little bit more expensive. Okay, you got me there. It gets nerfed a little bit with the AD, but it is 35% of total armor. Tanks, rest in peace. You gave us at the beginning, I said it. If I was an 8-0 AD and I saw a tank, I'm peeing myself because he can fuck me up. But now, not only am I going to be doing true damage to the tank, right? I'm going to be doing some true damage to start melting him. I am going to shred through 35% of everything that fucker has. That's why they removed the Giant Slayer, because you don't need it anymore. You're just going to... Tanks are going to get in the fucking face. Like, oh my god. Giant Slayer, same thing. We don't need it anymore. So they're just taking it out. Little reminder, they're making it armor pen less because it's mostly supposed to be for healing. And Giant... Okay, Lord Doms was supposed to be like, fuck you, tank, I'm taking away, like, I'm doing damage to you now. Mortal Reminder was supposed to be, alright, I guess I'll do a little bit more damage to tanks, but I really don't want anyone healing that I attack. So, that's good. So, what else? Critical Strike. Okay, this is, I'm actually interested in this. Brawler's Glove crit chance is now unique. That's horrible. That's actually a horrible buff. I mean, change. Because you usually got, like, let's say you're gonna get the 2 Zeal items. Actually, it might not be that bad a change. I don't know. I don't like that, though. I don't like that. The Brawler's Glove changes push these 2 items too close together. A Spiky Glove feels more like crit chance than the Poncho. So we're retiring Cloak of Agility? Damn. I don't know how the Cloak gave you crit anyway, honestly. But, whatever. Zeal gives 15%. Rapid Fire gives the same, right? It costs a shit ton more. Okay, I'm actually a little concerned. It costs more, the passive is the same, and I'm hoping the crit is the same. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So the only thing they're changing is the buildable items crit. So what does this mean? Again, crit is not that strong early, and you're going to be critting less until you get IE. So IE is a mid to late game. That's when you're getting online with crit builds now. Mid to late game. Once you get Essence on spellcasters, you're good. So what do I expect from this? Yeah, they're just nerfing all like crit items basically. Yeah. So basically, what do I expect from this? Crit ADs are almost certainly gonna not be played as much, if at all, unless like you have to on Jhin. Like maybe even Jhin might go back to lethality, even if it was nerfed for ranged, because crits just like take so long. You're really in it for the long haul, and even if you're in it for the long haul, you're getting less of what you would than before, which is ridiculous. I don't get it, but whatever, dude. I think Jinx is better off with the changes, because she can melt tanks a lot quicker. Again, it just takes crit ADs longer to get online. So, basically, if you're a crit AD and you're against Lucian, once he gets Essence, you lose the lane. Goodbye. Like, kiss your lane goodbye. You're not going to be able to keep up with the amount of damage he's going to put out. But I don't know. Spellslingers are going to be a lot better because they're a lot better earlier. Lifesteal. What are they doing? So we feel safe making lifesteal items cheaper. So, wow, that's actually huge what they're doing, kind of. So 200 gold off Blade, 200 off BT. I remember in Season 4 we used to fucking build BT first. That was the days. But, yeah, that's pretty good. If you want to go for some lifesteal early, you can, to hopefully survive the onslaught of Lucian's guns in your face, but I don't think this really matters, honestly. But I like the cost decrease for Blade. That's pretty cool. And the people who are broken now aren't even crit users. Like, okay, maybe Caitlyn, but like Ezreal's pretty ridiculous. Kai'Sa's ridiculous. Both of them don't build crit. Kai'Sa builds a little bit of crit, but like Caitlyn, you could say, is the only really nutty one that builds crit. And again, it's not because it's crit, it's because it's Caitlyn. So, I don't know. Maw of Malmorty is straight buff. I don't care. That just took it out of me. GA cost increase. Oh my god, by a lot too. 400. Rather than cloth armor, knowing they eventually build into something, Guardian Angel is a natural choice, even if it required a higher price point. Oh, they're switching it to chain vest. It's giving more armor. I actually like that change better. Never mind. This means you can't get GA early, because sometimes if I was really ahead, I would be an asshole and just get GA early, so I couldn't be shut down. So I actually like that, because it gives more armor too. So that's pretty good. Banner of Command, removed cooldown reduction. Wow. I think Banner's pretty ridiculous, but we'll see what they're doing. No longer against the effective minion. Wow, what? That was the big thing about it, the magic immunity. Okay, so damage reduction now grants the effective minion 70% damage reduction from champions. That's actually a good change. I like that. Banner Hat's minions now appear as slightly larger minions on the minimap. That's good. Allies now see floating combat numbers for the damage dealt. Oh, that's really good. And tooltip rewind to more accurate effect Banner's effects. That's cool. I like that change. I like how they took away the cooldown reduction. That's a good way to nerf this item. And now mages can hopefully do something about it, because I remember it was a little crazy. Shirelia's, I don't think Shirelia's is good. It's a very niche item, I guess, but we'll see what they're doing. Let's see. So, Shirelia's, they're upping the cost by a tad bit. They're making it so it has another build option in it, more items in it, which is good. So that means before you get it, you'll have wait a minute. Yeah, before you get it, you'll have more stats. So that's always good. Movement speed down, base mana regen. Oh my god. Okay. And active cooldown up. Okay. What do they think of it? Let me read this. Shirelia's Reverie has emerged as too reliable on a rush on certain champions who want it for selfish reasons rather than a supportive team-oriented purchase. Sinjin Vladimir among them. Yeah. So, yeah, they basically want it to be like for the team, not for you. So fuck you, whoever's like buying this for yourself. Okay, I guess that's cool. I don't really see too much Shirelias anyway, so that's fine. Runic Echoes. Cost went a little bit up, but you have more build options, so that's good. Same thing as before. Ability power 80. Oh my god, and the total cost is unchanged? Yo, we about to see some fiddle. Alright, what are they doing? Fleet Footbook has nerfs. Oh boy, who knew? Okay, so haste. 20%. See that? I agree with that change. It should not be safe as well as giving you movement speed for the sustain. It shouldn't be that safe. But they nerfed everything about it instead of just one thing, I'm pretty sure. So, crit heal. No longer gives additional healing from critical strikes. Rib Jin. Oh, sorry about that, family. It is my birthday. So, anyway. Yeah, Rib Jin. Crit heal no longer gives additional healing from crit strikes, so... I'm pretty sure they only put that on for Jin. Because Jin couldn't really use it, and people thought it was going to be good on Jin, but it wasn't. But, I don't know. I guess it was a big deal. So, percent heal on minions, 100% 20. Again, ranged is getting cocked. Why are you using this on ranged people? Don't. Melees, it's fine. Ranged, that's a no-no. Heal ability power ratio, 0.5 AP. So if you're AP and you're some reason building this, alright, I mean, you're healing more. So it's basically better for melees and APs. A melee AP person. If at all. It's worse in every aspect for ADs. So, that's great. Turret durability. Inhibitor Nexus towers decreased health, okay. Inhibitor turret health regen increased. That's pretty. I like that. I like that change a lot. Nexus and inhibitor turrets now apply regen health up to the next. Oh. No! We want to give defenders something to feel good about when they do hold off a push on their base, while also giving them hugely meaningful milestones. Oh, okay, wait a minute. So, inhib turret has 300 less. Nexus turret has. Oh my god. That's a lot less. Inhib turret 15, so it's tripling its health regen. Next time turrets is not divided into thirds. Turrets can only regenerate health up to the top of their... So this change means essentially nothing. Like, if you held off the enemy, good job. But, like, they're just going to chip away the turn easier. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's alright, but... Like, now if you just go and, like, get the enemy's turn down to, like, a third and it really can't go up. Rather than if you're really intent on holding it, you could get it all the way up. So I would say this is kind of a nerf. But I don't really know how fast it would regen before. So maybe it's a buff because like it regens faster. Because realistically, would you even get to the point of 1/3? I don't know. But it sounds like a nerf to me now. Yeah, they're just nerfing these in general. Games are going to end a lot quicker on pushes now. That's crazy. They're trying to speed up the game a lot. And not get ADs to get to their crit items. Oh my god. Turret gold. More of the turret reward gold is granted locally rather than globally. Alright, this change I also like. They did the bounty changes where you get more if you're the person who kills, and you're getting more if you're the person who kills the turret as well. Turret. 175 gold split, 300 gold split among nearby chat. That's so good. That's extremely good. Global, 125, 100. Okay, that's really good. Wow. Jungle, Berun. Attack speed decreased. Yeah, because early that was crazy how fast it would chunk you. Base corruption damage decreased. That's okay. Special attacks no longer apply corruption. Okay. Yeah, he does too much damage. Alright, cool. So they're just nerfing his damage. Scuttle. Oh, yes. Respawn time, longer. Shrine duration, longer. That's good. So not only is the respawn timer going up, so you're not always like looking out for the scuttle, and it's going to make, hopefully, it less worth for mages, but it's also going to make it so it lasts longer, too, so you're going to get more vision. So it's more impactful if you do get it, but it's not as often that you do. That's good. Jungle monsters, 247. Bumping a little bit of experience back into the jungle. Okay, that's fine. At later levels. So later levels, you're going to be going up a little bit faster. So basically level 7. Last hit assistance. If a basic attack would fail to kill a minion for health or less, it would kill that minion. Wait, how would it fail? Wait, what? Oh, okay, so this is for ADs. Every patch that we do... Okay, so yeah. So basically, since ADs are losing 4 like damage on their autos level 1, that may not sound like a lot, but as a Jhin player, when they took away my 5 AD off the grenade, it's a lot. You will notice it. But they're kind of helping us transition by giving it back to us. But I guess it's for everyone, so that's actually pretty good. It helps everyone. But mostly ADs. To like help us learn again. ARAM, they're having the event with Pike. Cool. I don't really care. Ping distance volume, that's pretty cool. Instant feedback. That's alright. Bug fixes, no one cares. Level up rewards. 400, 425, 450. Okay, so new, like, visuals. That's cool. I always like that. 2 weeks out. Okay. And the upcoming skins, the pirate skins. Gucci. So, that's the patch. How long have I been going? Jesus, 46 minutes. So, that's the whole patch. What do I think? I already said what I think. So, what am I rating it, realistically? I think they did very poorly on all the AD changes. They could have just made it so Ai's crit scales like Ash's crit scales. Like, you know how Ash, the more crit you get, the better damage it does later? They could have done that, so ADs aren't getting that much value out of it earlier. Because now you're not going to build it early at all, which is just going to put them so behind with the essence change from spellcasters, caster ADs. It's going to be like night and day. Why would you play a crit AD in this meta? So, again, I think they could have made it so you get crit online a little bit earlier. Because, literally, to go crit, you have to start a Zeal item now. And Zeal gives you just attack speed and crit, and even less crit at that now. So it's like, why would you not go for Essence if Essence give you damage, cooldown, insane cooldown, attack speed, and man, no. Come on. And, like, it's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. Why would you go crit ADs? So I felt like they could have done this in a way better way. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. This was insanely bad. They could have done a lot better on this. But hey, that's what I think. Thank you for the birthday gift of nerfing ADs, Riot. I like it. So, thank you for watching, I guess. If you enjoyed, I hope to see you for the next one. Because I'm chained to League because I've spent so much money on it. So, I guess that's it. Bye-bye!